Hello, my name is Elba Rodriguez and I will present the goal-free evaluation model. The goal-free evaluation model was developed by Michael Scriven in 1972. Michael Scriven is a British-born Australian philosopher and a university professor with over 50 years of experience. He has a bachelor's and master's degree from Melbourne University in Australia. He also has a PhD from Oxford University and is currently a co-director of Claremont Evaluation Centre. What is the goal-free evaluation model? The goal-free evaluation model is any evaluation which is conducted without particular knowledge of the goals and objectives. The goal-free evaluator attempts to observe and measure all actual outcomes, effects, or impacts, intended or unintended, all without being cued to the program's intentions. The goal-free evaluator asks, what does the program actually do, rather than what does the program intend to do? Scriven differentiates between two major roles of curriculum evaluation, the formative and the summative. The formative evaluation is carried out during the development of the process, and the summative evaluation at the conclusion of the process, and it summarizes the findings of the evaluation. In the goal-free evaluation model, the evaluator actively avoids information about the program goals. The evaluator does not have preconceived goals in order to narrow the focus. The evaluator has minimum contact with staff and members of the program. Without information about the goals, the evaluator is more likely to see and anticipate effects in the program. To grasp the underlying ideas of goal-free evaluation, it is important to understand goal-based evaluation, sometimes referred to as objectives-oriented evaluation. Since the 1940s, evaluation has been tied to goal-based evaluation, and it continues to dominate evaluation practice. In contrast, during the late 1960s, there were a handful of evaluation scholars, such as Cronbach, Scriven, and Stake, who started promoting evaluative inquiry beyond simple goal attainment. In their publications, they highlighted limitations associated with pre-specific goals and objectives. They argue that the assessment of goal achievement is only one component of the evaluation process, as the evaluator also has a responsibility to explore its side effects. As a consequence, Scriven introduced a radical concept that urged evaluators to intentionally avoid program goals and objectives. He called this approach goal-free. Following its introduction, there was a mild interest in goal-free evaluation amongst evaluation scholars. Yet, most of the literature on the subject consisted of philosophical debates about its logic, strengths, weaknesses, and feasibility. Even today, many evaluation textbooks contain short blurbs about goal-free evaluation, primarily discussing it from a hypothetical or theoretical perspective in a single paragraph. That said, the articulation of specific methods for conducting goal-free evaluation remains scant. And nearly half a century since its introduction, goal-free evaluation has remained conceptually abstract and highly theoretical in the minds of most evaluators, within very few practitioners and even fewer who have written about it. Moreover, there still are only two known research studies on goal-free evaluation, both doctoral dissertations. These led Sadish, Cook, and Leviton to claim that goal-free evaluation has been widely criticized for lack of operations, but which to conduct it. From the model, we can highlight 5 major strengths. Number 1, controlling goal orientation related biases. Through reducing interaction with program staff and by making the evaluator blinded from the program objectives, goal-free evaluation is less vulnerable to some of the social biases. Number 2, uncovering side effects. Goal-free evaluation can benefit foundations and their programs because it's more likely to identify unintended positive and negative side effects, simply because the method allows for, and encourages a broader range of outcomes as well as unanticipated outcomes. Number 3. Avoiding the rhetoric of true goals. Goal-free evaluation avoids the difficult rhetorical and often contaminating task in traditional evaluations of trying to identify true current goals and true original goals and then defining and weighting them. The obvious issue is that when goals are poorly founded, the goal-based evaluator will miss critical effects that might be detectable to the goal-free evaluator. Number 4. Adapting to contextual environmental changes. Goal-free evaluation can be adapted to the periodic changes in consumer needs, program resources, and program goals. Consumers, programs, foundations, and their environments are dynamic. Number 5. Aligning goals with actual program activities and outcomes. The goal-free evaluators find outcomes that are attributable to the program intervention and rename these outcomes operational goals. All operating goals, therefore, have potential to become an official program goal or objective. Some of the limitations of the model are the following. Number 1. There is a chance that some of the most important effects will be missed. Number 2. The model failed to come to grip with the question of what effects to look at and what needs to be assessed. This eventually led Scrivens to admit that goal-free evaluation was best used as a supplement to goal-based evaluation. Number 3. This approach can only lead to poor planning. Number 4. Goal-free evaluation is seen as a threat by many program designers. Some application of the model are the following. In school, to evaluate programs targeting prerequisite skills where success may impact more than initial skills, such as reading fluency, mathematical operations and reasoning, writing skills, problem solving, and critical thinking skills. In districts or countries, to evaluate resource allocations, such as staffing ratios at primary, secondary, and high schools, as well as district office, budget expenditures, technological systems, and access to information. It can also be used to evaluate policy implementation, such as grading practices, attendance rules, special programs and services. And finally, it can also be used to evaluate curriculum, such as required knowledge and skills. In summary, the model was developed by Michael Scriven in 1972. Scriven suggests that the goal-free evaluation is an approach that can determine what the program is doing rather than what it's trying to do. He introduced the term formative and summative, and with this brought in the perspective of evaluation. In the model, the evaluator should not know the educational program's goal in order not to be influenced by them. Therefore, the evaluator is totally independent. The goal-free evaluation demands that the evaluator have good knowledge of the subject of evaluation. The evaluator competence is a major issue. Included in this element, it is a requirement that the evaluator be free of bias. I hope you learn and enjoy the presentation. Here you can find the references. Thank you.